Top of the morning, Raider Nation. I am Raider Dave, the Grimey Raider, back here with another show. I want to tell you something, Raider Nation. You don't know it yet. Some of you don't know this yet. We're going to take our stadium back. In case you didn't know that, it's coming. Before I disclose all the information that I'm about to reveal to you from my perspective, this is my outlook. Okay? And this is not financial advice for anybody out there. And this is not a personal attack to anybody out there that owns a season ticket holder, that is a season ticket holder that owns a PSL license. So this is going to be just straight up how I feel, what I see, my numbers, my plan, everything, how I feel. Ticket prices I've been watching since the Raiders announced they were going to Las Vegas. I've been to the Preview Center, 2018, 2019. Negotiated with sales reps, folks that were buying tickets, folks that were pulling up in Lamborghinis, folks that were pulling up in Dodge Vipers. I'm like, dang, dude, Raiders are going to make a lot of money. That's what I thought right then and there. There's going to be a waiting list for these tickets. Right now, so let me just break down a little bit what my negotiating details. Howie Long Jr., the son of Howie Long, Hall of Fame Raider, defensive end, was my sales rep. We exchanged emails. We had some pricing laid out. The proposed price was going to be somewhere in the $2,100 per PSL. I was going to get sections 400. I had mentioned that to them, that I would take the highest seat for the cheapest PSL. And by the way, I'm not rich. I budget just like any other American out there. I'm a blue-collar worker. I use my hands. I throw out my back. I get injured. We work hard, man. And when Sundays come around, we want a good price to go to a game, and we want to get loud, and we want to just let it all out, man. Have a good time, man. Enjoy a game with our friends and family, man, that are all part of the same, we're all Raider fans. We're all diehards, man. We get loud. We're not popping champagne during the Arizona Cardinals game because the Raiders were up 23-3 or whatever the score was, or 23-0, whatever the score was. We're not over there popping champagnes, looking flashy, spending $200K on a freaking PSL. That's not what's going on. That's not our culture. But that's what's happened. And I kind of got a little off track there, but I want to tell you what I've noticed with my negotiating, what we were putting on the table and what I was offered. They wanted, they even told me, they said, we want fans like you in the stadium, man. We want to make this affordable for you. Unfortunately, something happened a few months later. I won't get into that, but that was like in December of 19 when I was going back and forth to Vegas. I think my last trip actually was November of 2019 because I went to Oakland in 2019 to see the Titans play the Raiders. I'm a Southern California guy, by the way, so it's a 3.5-hour drive from where I live in Riverside County here. And like I said, bear with me, dude. This is not like just, I'm just going to give you stats. Like, you want that kind of content and you have a short attention span, get out of here. Go somewhere else where they'll tell you in 2 minutes what you need to hear. Because this is a drawn-out process that I'm going to tell you about. And this is a game of patience. And I want to explain what patience is for those of you that really haven't dug deep in that one. Patience is a virtue. You can't teach patience. You cannot teach me patience. So when I say I want to win the West, when I say I want to win Super Bowls, that's built into like the rest of my life, the next 50 years. 45 years old. The next 50 years, I want to see this team win a Super Bowl. So that's my patience right there drawn out. And I've been patiently waiting since Super Bowl 37. I was in that stadium, Networks Associates Coliseum, the last time the Raiders won the West. Al Davis Mountain was not closed during that time. They did not close off seats on the top at Oakland that time. That stadium was rocking. I've been to a lot of Raider games, probably about 43 to 45. I'd have to count my ticket stubs, and I'm a ticket stub guy, so I'll post the commemorative ticket that they gave me this year when I went to 3 games this year. But I want to tell you a little bit about my PSL story, and that was that we were close to getting tickets. And because I value food more than anything, dude. Family and food, man. More than anything. Got to eat. Got to take care of your loved ones. That's number one. The pleasure of going to a game, that's if we can afford it. And, you know, if I can set a budget aside, I'll do it. I did it last year. I went to 3 games. So when I went back on to look at PSLs, I want to say like 2021, 2022, solid, dude. If you want to go to see Chiefs Raiders, you're spending $500-$600 a ticket. Yeah, some of those were Sunday night games, big games that they had scheduled. But those tickets were $500-$600 a piece, dude. For 2 seats, what am I? And then with fees, dude, what am I going to spend? $1,500 for 2 seats? You know? And people are saving their money up for that, man. Because of FOMO, fear of missing out. And representing their team. I'm not going to hate on that, man. If you're that diehard and you're like, dude, I'll drop 2 G's right now to support the Raiders. I got you. I'm just telling you that does that, you're pricing out me. You're pricing me out from going to the game. And I'm loud. I rode a whole cart on the monorail from Caesar's Palace. I had to walk across the street. I rode a whole cart in the back. I was the only Raider fan on that cart. The only Raider fan with Chiefs fans, defending Super Bowl champion fans who could have just smacked the talk, just shut me up right there. None of them shut me up. None of them shut me up, dude. They could have had their phones out. I could have been viral on freaking TikTok for the shit that I said to them. Dude, I got on that monorail. First off, I had the nicest Chiefs fan come up to me, and we were just talking football, and I was like, cool, dude. And I said, you know what, man? I said, just so you know, I go, please don't judge my character just off this next 3-4 hours that we're gonna participate in. Don't judge my character on, because these next 5 hours, I'm gonna be a different human being. I'm a different human being when I go to Raider games. I change. I'm all about winning. I don't get violent. I don't get physical. I know how to control my emotions. But my voice and my thoughts and how I feel about the game and how I felt about how the Chiefs won the Super Bowl the year before was bullshit. So I had to say some shit. But in all fun, I got on that cart. I got on that cart. All red, dude. I have a Josh Jacobs jersey on, dude. A number 28 Josh Jacobs jersey. And by the way, Josh Jacobs, that pissed me off that you changed your number. So I'm tired of this shit, dude. So even the players, dude, you're not like, you have to be Tim Brown. You have to be Cliff Branch. You have to be Fred Biletnikoff for me to actually, once a Raider, always a Raider. I love Josh Jacobs, don't get me wrong, but you're not a Hall of Fame. You're not the great one, dude, that put on that uniform. So I was a little ticked about that. That's just what's going on in my mind. So I'm sitting here on this cart, dude. And I go, dude, this is awkward. And everybody's just like quiet. I'm like, this is so awkward. I'm in the back. I sat in the back seat facing them all. Side view, front view, you name it. I'm like, and I'm being funny, dude. If somebody had their phone out, dude, I swear to you, it was comical what I was saying to them. I can't repeat because it came off the fly. I don't remember what I said to them, but I remember what I said to one dude sitting next to me. And I gave him a hard time, man, and he should have recorded it. I go, dang, dude, you show up to Allegiant Stadium to face our fans and to represent your team, dude, because you're going to run into Raider fans like me, but you're wearing a Mecole Hardman jersey, dude? For real? Dude, that guy should have had his phone out, dude. I went off about Mecole Hardman, dude. Getting released by the Jets. This and that, how the Raiders are going to win this game. Everybody's like, oh, this and that. I said, no, Raiders are winning. That's my mentality, dude. Like I said, 5 hours, it's Raider W all the way. I don't care if Aiden O'Connell threw for 1 passing yard or -1 passing yard and we won that game. I don't care. Our motto is just win, baby. That's it. They asked me, well, what do you think? I said, here's what I think. We're going to kick your ass. I use the word kick your ass probably 30 times, 50 times maybe. We're just going to kick your ass. Hey, man, how are we going to win? We're going to kick your ass is what I said. We're just going to kick your ass. And by the way, I answered the call. You know what I mean? This is a shirt. You can't really see it all that great, but it's got AP on it. It's a Las Vegas Raiders. It's got Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams. It's a new era shirt, man. I was there in full force. You can go check my Instagram, RaiderDave24, at RaiderDave24, dude. I'm pumped up, going to the game, showing myself in front of the stadium, and I'm there to support. When you have a coach that's like-minded, like myself, dude, you know, I'm like-minded like AP, dude. I think the same exact way, dude. You got to put all the shit aside. You got to put all the politics, all the freaking stats, what they're talking about, what the media is displaying, and what their agenda is. I shouldn't use the word agenda. I mean, what direction they're going in with the trends. I'm going to use the word trends. What direction? So Patrick Mahomes right now is like one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league, what we've ever seen. He gets some calls. I know he's a tough quarterback. He'll play hurt, but he does act like a baby when he doesn't get his way. But there's a whole bunch of things to go along with that. But ultimately, I respect him, dude, because he's a winner. And like I said, man, that day, those guys had such a great opportunity to get out the phone and record me, dude, because Mecole Hardman caught the game-winning touchdown at Allegiant Stadium with time running off the clock through 5 quarters of a Super Bowl. That was a 5-quarter Super Bowl game, dude, that the fans got. It was one of the most watched events, according to what they say in the media. You know, I'm not saying everything they say is true. A lot of it's not. A lot of it's just speculation, hype, trends. Like I said, they follow a trend. Dude, there is no trend right now on these tickets declining in price. There is no trend, no. And even, I'm not going to name out the articles. You know who the main writers are. You know who the writers are for the Raiders. They write articles that these tickets are going to go, not only, they're just going to go up in price. And I would like to challenge that right now because ticket prices are down 31% in 1 year. I didn't mean ticket prices, my bad. Ticket prices, my ticket price that I got was 50% cheaper. I bought my tickets 50% cheaper than what I'd seen the listed prices the past 2 years. I got that for 2023. I'm curious how 2024 is going to go. I already got tickets right now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Raiders at Allegiant Stadium. Whenever they schedule that game, I already have my tickets. I bought them through a season ticket holder that me and my buddy know. My buddy knows him actually, and you know I got to be a part of that, so I'm very thankful. So he got tickets for the Chiefs Raiders. I got 2 tickets for the Pittsburgh Raiders, and my ticket price through the season ticket holder in the 300 section, my ticket is $200 a pop. So $400 out the door. I've already paid for them. It's done. Until that game comes on schedule, and I've already seen those tickets listed for like $430 a piece, which is still high, but that price is going to come down. PSL prices are down 31% according to my calculation. They're down 31%. So heading into last year, tailing in the end of the 2022 season, the PSL that I was offered for like $2,100, they were running for about $18,500. That was the cheapest PSL I could find in the Section 400s. If you go on to any kind of PSL resale site, I'm not going to list any of this stuff because I'm not here to try to hurt these people that are trying to sell their tickets for way exaggerated prices. I'm not here. That's their thing. They can list whatever they want. And once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling anybody what to do. This is my plan. You want to take this stadium back? This is how you do it. Use a game of patience. Patience is a virtue. You don't let them price you out. You price them out. All markets are failing right now. I'm not a stock expert, but I've sold everything. I sold everything, dude. I'm not participating in this blow off top. If you don't know what that is, I learned that in high school. I learned how the bank insures your money in high school. Civics and economics was a great subject in the 90s. If you're a Gen Xer, a true Gen Xer, and you got a real good education, you had a teacher that wouldn't let you just get a C. He wouldn't just let you ditch school, you know. And he was like, "Hey, Dave, I'll teach you something, man. If you just stay, I'll stay till 5 o'clock, man. I'll stay 5 o'clock if you can get A's on this stuff, dude." And I was fascinated with civics and economics. So right now, man, we've been through a lot, man. A lot of people get on the internet, they get rich. A lot of people are getting paid great money, man. Good for them. But it's just not real enough. It's not, you know, it's not. Wealth is built and certain things are built in this life. It's better to do things small. And I'm a very simple dude. I'm a blue collar worker. I'm a renter. I'm not a season ticket holder. I want to be. But it has to be my budget. It has to be my price for me to buy. I have my price. And I'll always have my price, man. And if I miss out, so what? So what? So many different ways I can do this, dude. How many times have I been given a free ticket to go to a game? I remember when people would just be like, "Hey, dude, we got an extra ticket. You rolling?" "Yeah, dude, I'm there." And I'm the type of dude, yeah, let's fire up the grill. Let's buy food, man. I'm not just, a taker. I'm a giver too, man. My intention when I got into this channel was to give stuff away, but a lot of other people wanted to do that too. So I just let them take let them take that freaking. They can go that way. But me, I'm a sidelines guy, dude. I'm a guy who watches on the sidelines. I felt that '08 crash coming, dude. I knew it. It's all based off human emotion, dude. So Raider PSLs are down 31%. I'm going to repeat myself. So last year they were 18,500. The year before, or now, right now, you'll find them for 10,000 for a pair, single. Yesterday I saw a pair of seats, row 2, section 333, I believe, maybe 337. Good seats on the Raiders sideline. I believe that's on the Raiders side. And those PSLs, the tickets I think were $132 a piece. So you're going to spend about $1,500 for your season seats with preseason or whatever, I'm guessing. And then you have your PSL license. They dropped their price $1,000 to $9,000 a PSL. Boom, they sold within like 20 minutes. So I've been watching this thing. Aside from the price declining, the other thing that's happening right now is that the inventory, the available tickets for sale has grown. Nobody's talking about that. There was like 320 tickets for sale last year, available for sale. And those are pairs. Some of them are pairs, singles, so you have to really do the math, and I didn't do that, but you have to go in there and look at it and be like, okay, some of these are pairs, some of these are 4 seats, so you have to average out. I would average out, if you have 330 listings, just double it, so that means there's like, 600, maybe 600, 700 seats available, because some are singles, like I said, some are 4 seats, and you have to buy them all together, or 2 seats. But like sometimes you'll see like section 200, the PSL is 12,000, but then section 430, or up in the nosebleeds, that's 10,000. And like I said, those PSLs are 10,000, but I just saw one sold the other day in the section 300s, good seats, almost like 40-ish yard line. You're not way high up. You're row 2, and those 9,000 a PSL. So they drop 18 grand on it, and boom, they got their seats now. I still wouldn't pay that. But those parties, hey, that's their agreement, that's their business, but it's on the internet for display, and I can talk about it. My price. Fans like me, a lot of you guys, man, that are on here commenting on YouTube channels. Man, you guys, we have to be in the same category. I know not all of us are rich. Wealth is a pretty rare thing, man. I know I'm far away from that. I mean, I'm not even in a 6-figure salary. I mean, dude, this is real, man. I live in California. It's hard to get by. But I'm ready to weather this storm. I'm ready. And it's a mental thing, dude. It's an emotional thing. It's an emotional battlefield out there when it comes to finances. It's all based on, what's that word? I lost it. But, the spending. I forgot. But anyway, they're down 31%. I'm going to keep repeating that. And if they're dropping like that at that rate, and food prices are going up, I watched these things stay available through the Super Bowl, dude. They were still trying to sell Super Bowls tickets, even though they were $6 grand a pop. Like, some were selling, but it just, even with the Super Bowl and like one of the most watched Super Bowls in the world, those PSLs did not go up in price. They stayed the same. And then they went down they trickled down a tad. I literally watch, there's these sites like 4 or 5 times a day. I'm after it. And I'm freestyling, so I just forgot what I was going to tell you, and I keep jumping into things, but I just wanted to let you know that these prices are coming down. And I have a price. I have a target price. I won't reveal that yet. I'm going to let you guys kind of soak this in. Let me know what you think, dude. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you tried to buy Raider tickets or if you overpaid for them, man. I felt bad for a kid in 2021, dude. based on his job. I won't say where he worked or anything, but it was like a, minimum wage job. It had to have been. He told me he wanted to go to the Raider game. He wanted to go see the Raiders Chargers in Allegiant. I'm like, dude, if you're going to go see Raiders Chargers, you might as well just go to SoFi and pay half the price. That's a whole nother story. He spent $400 on his seat, dude. He was like 23. He was a good kid, well polite, diehard. I could tell he was passionate. I'm not hating on him for spending $400, but I'm like, dang, bro. And I'm like, is that your first Raider game? He goes, yeah, man. I go, I'm like, dude, you want to know about my first Raider game, dude? It was in the mid-90s, dude. And my ticket was like $28. My ticket was $28. I don't know if you guys remember Fedco. It's an old store. A lot of people trip out like, Dave, were you even old enough to even work there? Yeah, I was old enough. And I worked there, and I used to get tickets for everybody. I used to walk across the street to Cal stores. Ticketmaster was there. It was like $2, like a charge. So it was like $30 a ticket. And we go to all those Raider games, dude, in the 90s, dude. We saw like Jeff Hostetler. We saw Tim Brown all the time. Every time you see Tim Brown. I went to a game, Charger Raider game, where Harvey Williams, I think that was the one where Harvey Williams scored like 4 touchdowns. Dude, we had like 30 people for our tailgate, easy. And I got like all the tickets, like most of the tickets. I would be like, hey, everybody, it's payday. Payday, dude, you go, get your tickets. And if you're a real Raider fan, you know what I'm talking about. It's payday. As soon as you get your paycheck, you're in line, dude, and you might see other fans in line. It's not like I'm in Oakland Network, or at that time they were in L.A., but I mean, I'm not like in, like I didn't experience what they experienced in Oakland, but I did. What am I saying? I went to a lot of games in Oakland where I remember I went with my buddy. My buddy lived out in Livermore, California, and we went, and he was showing me the line for tickets on payday, and I was like, dang, because we were out by the stadium. We were just having a good time, man, out there during those times. But yeah, man, these prices, man, like I said, they're coming down. They're coming down, and it's something I want to bring to your attention. It's something that you have to be prepared for mentally, like with patience. I'll pop up my tickets right here real quick. This was where I sat, and I felt like, let me see if I, and I had to restart the recording because, but anyway, these are the seats I paid for. We went to this game. This was the game where I heckled the Chiefs fan on the cart. Hopefully he finds me, dude. I'm willing to honor what I said, dude. I'm willing to like eat crow on what I said, dude, about Mecole Hardman, man. That was like, that dude wasn't saying nothing to me. He was like 21, maybe 22, dude. He was like a board sitting next to me. This dude was like a board. He was just like, I'm like, dude, come on, loosen up, dude. I'm just having fun with you, man. I'm the only Raider fan on this freaking cart. And everybody got quiet. It's just weird. I'm like, dude, anyway, who cares? I am who I am. You are who you are, man. Be you, dude. Be you. I know one thing I did was I was myself on this platform. A lot of stuff, man. I could vent about a lot of stuff, dude. A lot of people like telling me things all like I'm crazy for thinking tickets are going down, or I remember when I was told that Roquan Smith wasn't worthy in the top 10. I said that in the draft in 28 or 20, when did he come out in the draft? 2018. I'm like, Roquan Smith, dude, I would take with the 10th overall pick. And I had Raider fans in here telling me that he's a top 25. He's a will linebacker. Why would you take a will linebacker in the top 10? I don't know. Is he a will linebacker, or is he a middle linebacker? Or is he like the highest paid linebacker right now? Is he the highest paid linebacker in the league? Did he go 8th overall? There we go. See, that's the shit I get tired of, dude. You want to debate? Let's debate, dude. Let's have a good one, though. Let's do a good debate, man. Let's get a solid debate. Let's get somewhere with our words. Let's get somewhere with our thoughts. But anyway, those tickets right there, I'd like to reveal my price, man. My price out the door for 2 seats right there. Row 4, I had the perfect view. I could see the throwing lanes for Aiden O'Connell. I could see the throwing lanes for Patrick Mahomes. By the way, Aiden O'Connell has good progressions. I like his progressions. They're not much different from Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes makes a lot of plays, but Aiden O'Connell can zip the ball in those throwing lanes. Let's not forget that. I noticed that this game, sitting in the end zone. Those tickets, for 2 tickets on StubHub, that's with all of their fees, I paid $490 for. Those tickets, if you wanted to go see Chiefs games, keep in mind, Chiefs fans are a huge showing there. It's a huge showing for Chiefs fans at that stadium, in our stadium. There's a lot of them, dude. I witnessed it. I could see the patches. I could see where Chiefs players would sign autographs for these guys. They were like Chiefs players show up ready to sign autographs for their fans. I mean, the fans are getting the full entertainment that they that they paid for, but they paid a lot for it, a lot more than us. But I paid $4.90 for my seats, to both of them. I told the guy next to me, dude. The guy next to me was shocked. He's like, "Oh my God, I paid." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, just get ready, dude." And they didn't want to hear it, dude. He goes like this. He goes, "Hey man, don't get political with me." And I go, "Hey man, you know what? I have every right to speak my mind. I will. This is facts, dude. So don't tell me what to say. You're sitting next to me. I said nothing offensive. I made no threat. You can't text security on me. This is what it is, dude. I just told you an honest thing. I paid this much for my ticket." But later on, it got good for Chiefs fans, dude. Because not only did they win that game, I won them money at the craps table, dude. Then we're talking crap. And they'd always say it, dude. Because I would be like, "Hey, man," I kept talking markets, dude. I kept talking markets. I'm like, "Okay, here we go, man. We got to melt up. We got a melt up market right now." I called it the melt up then. That was November, right there. "Hey man, stop with that talk, dude. We're winning money, we're having fun, you're funny, this and that, but just stop, dude, with the talk." And I said, "No, dude. I'm gonna talk it all day, dude. You guys got calls last year in the Super Bowl. You guys got a call to end a Super Bowl. You guys got a call against the Bengals. You guys get calls. You guys get away with holding calls. Yes, I will state how I feel." I won $400, dude. I could have won so much more. The dice were falling so good, dude. And it was funny, dude. I had them nervous, dude. Their dice were falling at the table a lot, saying we had to do a lot of re-rolls. You know when you got a lot of amateurs at the table, shit starts to happen. But I'm an amateur, by the way. I've given up on gambling and stuff like that. Usually, what I do is I walk by a craps table, I drop $100, and if momentum builds up and we start winning and I start hitting numbers, then yeah, but we built that thing up, dude. We won some money. I even lost some money, but the cool thing was we won a lot of money for Chiefs fans, man. Chiefs fans were pretty pumped. So I said a melt up in November. Right now, based on what I learned in high school from my teacher, this is a blow off top right now happening in the markets. And this involves all markets. I highly suggest you look up what a blow off top is, Raider Nation. Until then, I'm going to get back on here and I'm going to tell you guys some more. I'm going to keep updating it. One thing I wanted to close this out with that I did not mention when I was talking about tickets and the tickets availability, there's no waiting list for these tickets. So why are the PSLs so high? There's no waiting list. This isn't the Denver Broncos. I believe the Denver Broncos had like a 10-year waiting list to get their seats. I believe the Green Bay Packers have like a 20-year waiting list. Whatever. This is what I've heard. I'm not, and like I said, and season ticket holders, feel free to chime in. Correct me. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me if this offends you. Hopefully it doesn't, man. Hopefully we can have a real conversation. Because I want to be a season ticket holder. I want to go to games, but only at my price. And when I didn't get my $2,100 PSL, you can bet your ass I'm going to fucking get my PSL for $500. And I'm waiting. And patience, you can't teach me that. You can only exercise it. Start exercising it right here. I'm Raider Dave. It's GrimeCast Media. Probably one of the most important podcasts I've ever done on here. I'm out. Peace.